Kia ora bros and girls, welcome back to the channel. So we're up to chapter 1 map 2 for the From Beyond quest, and we're going to change things up a bit. We're going to, as always, we're sticking to the whole 4-star challenge, so the final boss is Symbiote Supreme, and now some good counters will probably be Blade. I'm going to bring Modok for a little bit, something different. I'm going to bring Void for a little bit of something different as well. Who else do I really want? Just trying to think who would be really cool and unusual to bring. I might actually bring Warlock as well, just for a bit of fun. And I might bring Thing as well. A few lower level characters. They might be a bit of fun. Cool. So what we're going to do is there's 4 path here. Plain vanilla, powered immunity, immune to bleed, cornered, and supercharge. Well, I kind of want the pots, so I'm going to go down this route. Okay, so Red Hulk. Actually, with these health pools, 5-star, 4-star CG would very easily take care of it. So I don't really need a charge, but I would like to get a charge at some point. So we'll just back off here, let him throw the SP1. Maybe get in with some mediums if we have to parry. The thing I like doing as well with Corvus is heading into the block, because you still can do crits even through the block. And that sometimes helps because it doesn't even cost charges. So particularly before you've picked up a charge, that can be quite a good way to maximize your damage. Maximize, optimize, whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah, one more SP1, and cool. That's not too bad. We do need to pick up a charge. Hopefully I can get a charge on this line. Actually, I haven't really looked. Heimdall has auto block, and then, yeah, okay, and then we've got Infinity War Iron Man. So not a terrible line for Corvus. I'll try to get this guy into his block, and then maybe we can pick up a charge and run with it. So with Heimdall, what you don't want to do is you don't want to push him to his SP2, because you really can't evade it. So you just cycle through the SP1. There's a very stacked version of Heimdall in variant 1 as well. So same strategy kind of applies. There we go, got the auto block. So now I just need to parry him. Then we pick up the first charge. Evade the heavy, and we can go to town. Not going to use the SP2 yet. I'll just get him to use his SP1 first. And then we'll go, and then we'll go medium, and throw the SP2, and hopefully that can finish him off nice and clean. Cool, so next up we go up against Daredevil. This whole line is just immune to bleed. And we're not really using the bleed, so we're not really giving him any more power than he needs. And now with one charge we can kind of go to town a little bit more. Don't really have to be conservative with the charges. And Daredevil, SP1 and SP2 are both pretty easy to evade, so we're just going to carry on. And that finishes him off. And then we go to Infinity War Iron Man, which actually I really enjoy fighting him now. I remember I put a video out when he first came on how to fight him, and man, was I useless. Um, but also, I've got him in my Alliance quest every day, so I fight this guy like 5 times a week. So I've gotten really, really good at figuring out his animations and just at fighting him in general, really. And in Alliance Quest, he's on Aspect of Nightmare. Now, I messed that up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll just bait out that SP2, and then intercept, and that finishes him off. I know I probably made that look easy, but you know, when you fight him 5 times a week, you quickly get pretty good at fighting him and anticipating what he's going to do. So now we have 3 charges, and now we can just charge through this line, excuse the pun, right until Symbiote Supreme, and then see what we can do there. Sorry, a little bit of greasy fingers there. I didn't really register my block. Skip beast, and then there we go. So yeah, I mean the line leading up to the boss is pretty easy. And chapter 1, like I always say, is normally really, really easy. Do I want Corvus for this one? Well, you know what? He'll be the fastest way to get him through. And also we got 4 charges now, so that's really great. Now, one thing I always wondered is how Corvus would actually do against Symbiote Supreme. And I have him as a backup here, but I probably won't use him. I don't know if he nullifies the cruelty charges, because if he does, then he would kind of make Corvus very, very useless. There we go. Easy pass through champion there. And then we carry on, and I think now we're on to the final boss. Oh, now we've got a little bit more energy to waste. Okay, 2 energies to waste. So there is several options we have, and it all kind of depends on what his nodes are. So let's have a look. So he's got increased health. He's immune to bleed, which none of our options need him to bleed. He's more likely to activate special 2. His bleeds are more effective though. And we can only get power when he gets power. Then every 15 seconds he activates a power gain buff, granting 20% of his max power over 10 seconds. So, I mean, there's a couple of ways to work through this. I'm gonna start off with Warlock just for a bit of something different, a bit of fun. I mean, he's only rank 3. Oh no, he's immune to bleed, isn't he? But then so are we. We're also bleed immune, so we don't really care. The good thing about Warlock, particularly if we can get him to use a special, is that once infected, we can drain his power. Although he wasn't infected when I did that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you gotta infect him before you throw the SP1. So let me try to use Thing as a rank 3-star. I know I'm going like lower into the barrel just to kind of make the game more fun and see the bare minimum kind of rank that we can get away with. Of course, I can use Void or Modok and take him out, or even Corvus probably, and take him out before he nullifies me. But where's the fun in that? the good thing is we're actually immune to nullify with Thing. I know you guys have seen, like, probably you've seen some gameplay of me playing big Thing, and you'll see a lot more gameplay when I upload the variants. But you know what? Thing is always fun to play, even as a rank 3-4 star. He's just a beast. Okay. So there you go. Warlock and Thing at rank 3-4 stars, doing the business in Uncollected. It's a bit of a longer fight, but yeah, it makes just goes to show how much of a joke this guy is. I really think they need a new difficulty up over Uncollected. They probably actually need the Cavalier difficulty for the monthly quests, but yeah. So there we go. That's chapter 1, map 2 done. Hopefully it helped you out. If it did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll come back with more content. We'll come back with chapter 2. Kakitiano, bros and girls.